fakes, frees the puck up for Wasey Hamilton. Hamilton bounces off the boards, banks in front, got it to him. What a leg! Middle of the ice, stolen away by Fraser, working in on Carano. Fraser has Harper, he settles for an outside shot and he scores. Colin Fraser from along the wall beats Markstrom. Markstrom made the save, and then Pride free. Markstrom falls down. He's able to keep the puck out from crossing the line at the last moment. And then Cody Beach comes down. Shot came in. Markstrom made the save, and then Pride free. Markstrom falls down. He's able to keep the puck out from crossing the line at the last moment. And then Cody Beach. Fraser in across the line. Shuffles over for Conacher. Right in front. Sanguinetti. Save made by... basically of the period. Here's Clendenning with a blast from the line, and what a glove stealing in front for Friesen. One-timer Clendenning off the crossbar. No! Referee right there. Around the boards, Cracknell at the right point, has a heavy shot, will snap and pass down for Ratty. Now play Parayko in front for Welsh, and Markstrom. He's got Jensen, gives it to him. Jensen shot, glove down, rebound loose, fought for, scrambling at the side of the net, pulled free. Zaleski to the line, Carano holds it. Sanguinetti, one-timer, toe save. On a Wednesday, if you're on the East Coast, here's Carter Banks with Sanguinetti. He's in, he shoots, Binnington a save. A collision sends Sanguinetti. Game tied at 1. Travis Earhart, backhands on, Darren Archibald in, wrist shot, score! Comets win! 2-1 the final score, 2-1 the series lead. Darren Archibald.
First game in 22 years here. You're in the playoffs here. The way it ends, you take a deep breath already?
Yeah, no, it was an exciting game, boy. Right from the start of warm-up where you started seeing people come in, the whiteout, the start of the game. Thought we played a hell of a game tonight, and I'm proud of our team.
Coach, 51 shots in a time of possession heavily in favor of the Comets. What were we able to do to bring the pressure so much this game?
I think we just played well. I mean, we got pucks up. We broke the puck out well. Whenever you get 51 shots, you're doing a lot of good things in your overall game.
Pretty frustrating that first period. I mean, there's 17 shots, but a lot of genuine chances. You agree?
Yeah, I don't know about frustrating. I was happy with the way we played the period. You can't always judge. You got to keep your emotions in check in playoff hockey. You're going to play really good periods, and you're going to be down some nights. But we talked about tonight before the game playing a solid 60 minutes, and if we do that, we should be in good shape at the end of the night. I'm proud of the way the team stuck with their game plan throughout the course of the game.
Speaking of emotions, you guys were 1 for 7 on the power play. Is that just something that you got to attribute to Bennington, who put on just such a clinic? How frustrating is that to come in with your full deck of offensemen and have Bennington come in and put on a clinic like that?
I played well. The goalie played really well. I thought our power play was probably better in Chicago than it was tonight. I thought their penalty killing did a really good job. Got to give them credit. Their penalty killers did a hell of a job tonight. And we didn't generate a whole lot on the power play, but we got the one that mattered.
How about the team's ability to withstand? I mean, their defense is huge, and there's a heck of a lot of hitting out there. How about your team's ability to deal with all?
Well, it's playoff hockey. We've talked about that from the start of the series. It's going to be physical. It's going to be a lot of one-on-one battles, and you got to persevere through those battles and through those hits, and you got to be prepared to take bumps and bruises, and at the end of the day, hopefully you're the team standing.
Speaking of bumps and bruises, Bobby Sanguinetti skated out to the locker room late in the game. How's he doing?
Not sure. Hopefully all right.
You know, as much as we talk about opportunities that you guys didn't cash in on, you shut them down pretty darn well.
Yeah, I've liked the way we've defended throughout 3 games. We've played, tight defensive hockey. While tonight I thought we generated more than we did in Chicago, obviously, and we're going to have our hands full again Friday night.
Travis, heading into that overtime period, obviously the atmosphere is electric and everything, and you guys tied the game late. Did you say anything to him to settle down, knowing how big this game is in this series?
Well, we had an overtime game in Chicago too, so the talk is the same. It doesn't vary. We talk about different things in overtime that really matter, in my mind. But staying composed is always one of them. But there's little things little areas of the ice that you really have to bear down on, and our guys have done that.
There were an awful lot of fights, an awful lot of pushing and shoving, awful lot of face washes. Do you think we might see a closer called game on Friday so that it doesn't get quite so chippy?
I thought it was a pretty closely called game tonight. I mean, in playoff hockey, you're going to see, guys going to the net hard. You're going to see guys stopping right in front of the paint, and that's going to happen. We talk about playing whistle to whistle, but there's always guys within the game that are, they're into the game. They're competitive, and their competitive juices come out, and that's part of it.
Archie, walk us through the final goal, play by play, as it developed and as it happened.
As we were coming out the neutral zone, Earhart was breaking up through the middle. Made a great pass to me out wide on the left wing. Stepped over the blue line and kind of used the defenseman as a screen and shot it on net and went in.
Bennington was so tough all night. What made that shot a little bit different? Did you have any idea?
It's hard to say. He stood on his head, by far their best player all night. I guess using the defenseman as a screen there for the shot. He's got a great glove hand on him, and I was lucky it went in.
We as fans, when game goes into overtime, and especially in the playoffs, we're at the edge of our seats. What's going through your head as a player when you get into overtime?
Just stick to the game plan. Nothing changes for us. We got to be hard, smart with the puck. We try not to change too much. It's a lot different than the regular season. Being 5-on-5. Most of the time we're still just rolling 4 lines, just like it's another period. Obviously you got to be a little smarter with the puck. You don't want to turn them over. That's 2 overtime wins for us now, and a great character wins for us.
51 shots on goal and a dominating time of possession performance in their zone. How were you able to bring the game to them so much this night?
We got a deep lineup. We roll 4 lines every night. We try to be relentless with our forecheck, getting in hard and being heavy on their D to try and turn pucks over. We were really stressing on getting a lot of shots on net tonight. And trying to get to the loose pucks in front. I thought the guys did a great job. It's 51 shots. You don't really see that too often.
Where did the shot go again? Where did it go?
Low glove, I believe.
Have you ever scored a bigger goal?
I don't think so, no. Had a couple OT winners back in junior, but definitely probably the biggest of my career so far.
When you're in OT, and obviously there's some mental and physical fatigue there, you've been playing for a while. Are you necessarily aiming for that shot logo set, or are you just trying to put something on net? I mean, there were a lot of shots on goal in the game, but not a lot of quality shots like you got. So.
I was just trying to get the puck on net. Trying to use the D-man as a screen. Obviously, trying not to get it blocked. Just was able to get it through, and I was fortunate it went in.
And then what's going through your mind once it does go in?
Just pretty fired up, pretty much a blank slate. It's awesome feeling having all the guys come in and into a big scrum there, and everybody's real excited.
They're a big physical team, and they were doing a lot of goading there. Was it a strategy to not engage and back off?
Yeah, we try to play between the whistles. Obviously we want to play a 5-on-5 game. We don't want to get into special teams. Yeah, they got some big D on the back end that play hard and heavy. You know, they do make it real tough getting to the front of the net. You know, I thought you know, we did a great job tonight. You know, being in their face. You know, almost every whistle there was scrums in front of the net, but that's just playoff hockey. You know, you look in the NHL, it happens too every game.
I've asked a majority of your teammates this question, and you happen to be the best guy to ask this to. What are your tips for a great playoff beard?
I think that only applies to a certain number of guys.
You have to throw any of your other teammates under the bus, but they said the same thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to get into who's got the best beard, who's got the worst. You know, everybody's trying their best out there. You know, some guys, it's not their fault that they can't grow one.
Looking up at the stats, you know, the whiteout, you know, the first home playoff game in 22 years here. You know, what was the atmosphere like for you guys?
One word: energetic, loud. You know, that was awesome. Stepping out on the ice, seeing everybody in white. You know, it just goes to show you the commitment that the fans have to us. You know, they were great tonight. It was definitely the loudest barn in the league. They're awesome. You know, most of the game we're down 1-0 there, and you know they're still chanting Utica. They're awesome for us. You know, that definitely gives you an extra boost every time you hop over the boards.
How tough the first 3 games have been? How much tougher do you think it's going to be actually putting this team away?
Yeah, you know, there's not ever a game that's easy in the playoffs. It's going to be another grind Friday night. You know, we're going to get some rest tomorrow and, you know, prepare for Friday's game and get right back at it.
How excited are you guys for Friday's game? You have the series is in your favor 2-1, and you're back in your home building to potentially seal the deal and get into round 2.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. They're going to come hard and push. We got to stick to our game plan and our keys. We got to show up with the same efforts that we have the past 3 games here, and just get the job done.
Hoover, you scored a big goal tonight. The way the crowd was, how do you process the whole season so far for yourself?
I mean, it's been good. I think you know, my time in Rockford and Chicago was good, and then I really had no idea, but it worked out for the best. I got to get my feet wet in the NHL, and you know, unfortunately, guys got healthy, and you know, ended me here, and I couldn't be happier. You know, I came to a first-place team and a team that plays my style, fast, move the puck, make plays. So, you know, and as far as tonight goes, that's by far the best crowd I've ever seen in this league. It was really, really fun to play in front of, and you know, hopefully they can bring the same thing on Friday.
What went through your mind when you scored the goal? I know there was a lot of people who were skeptical about it, but you got the inside post. What was going through your head when you saw that go in?
I couldn't really see all that well. I knew I had to get it up. There was a lot of guys. Somebody fell in front of the net, so I knew I had to get it up if I had a chance. And then I kind of waited out there, and I was yelling at the ref, "Is it in? Is it in?" And when he pointed, I kind of celebrated. So it was nice. I saw the shot originally, and you know, looked like it had a pretty good chance. So it was nice to get the tire and you know, allow us to get it in overtime.
How much of a relief do you think it gave the team? I mean, you guys had peppered them with shots all throughout the game. You finally get one past them. You know, does that change your mindset at all?
No, I don't think it did. We knew it was going to take full 60 minutes. You know, that team, they kind of hang around. And we stuck to our process. We didn't really, you know, we didn't get frustrated. We didn't defer from our game plan, and you know, we stuck to it. And granted, we got one on the power play, and then we played our same style in overtime. Didn't change anything. We weren't sitting back, and you know, Arch had an unreal shot, posting in. Can't really say too much about it.
We actually asked Archie this, but what was going through your mind when the puck goes in overtime and the place just goes nuts?
I kind of took a second to look around, and that place went bonkers. But it was really cool. We deserved it, I think. You know, we had guys in there who were getting dinged up and playing through it, and I don't know. I think we had something close to like 50 shots or whatever, and they weren't like, you know, just toss pucks at the net shots. We had some grade A's and some posts, some crossbars, and finally it went our way.
What about the all the physical stuff and base washes and so on and so forth? Do you expect more of that from them on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, it's playoff hockey, right? You're going to get tired of people. You play 4, possibly 5 games against, the same guys, usually the same matchups of the same lines. And it's hard not to get fed up with people and give them a little extra. And I thought the ref did a really good job not making it a special teams game, allowing us to play 5-on-5. And, it's playoff hockey. You're going to get a face wash, a punch in the face, and be able to give one at one point too. So I think it's just keeping our discipline, and if we win the special teams game, I think we have a pretty good chance.
We talked a lot about the offense, but we haven't really focused on Markstrom. I mean, like you said before, this is a team that hangs around. I mean, it was a 1-1 game, and even in overtime, he was coming up big. So what do you have to say about his play tonight?
Stellar. I mean, the guy just continually does what he does. Lets in a goal or two a game, and gives us a chance to win. That's all you really can ask for, especially in the playoffs. If he can keep him to 1 goal a game, I'm going to take our chances on it, of at least getting it to overtime or possibly winning the game. But I mean, you see some of the saves. Sometimes he doesn't even see the puck, and it's you got to be lucky to be good. But he's unbelievable. He's one of the best goalies in this league, if not the best, and you see it every night in and night out. He's so consistent, and he's a reason why we're up 2-1 in the series, and we were a first place team, so his numbers speak for itself.
Speaking of 2-1 in the series, how excited are you to have the opportunity to close the series come Friday here in your home building?
I think it's huge. That's what we played the regular season for, right? You get your home ice advantage, chance to close it out at home, and in front of the best fans in the league, I think. So it gives us a lot of energy. They don't really realize it maybe, but when they score or there's a little scrum or whatever, and, you hear the guys chanting Utica, or it gets really loud. It kind of gives you that extra boost, right? So that's what we played the regular season for, and look to close it out on Friday.
With how close these first 3 games have been, how much are you anticipating the closeout game being even tougher?
Yeah, I mean, it's playoff hockey. You're not going to see blowouts. You're not going to see 5-1 games. There's not much room out there. You gotta make your chances count, and I think we did a pretty good job of that tonight. And it'll be more of the same. I would expect probably a closer game on Friday, if that's even possible. It was pretty close out there tonight, so I would expect a lot of the same.
Last question, guys.
I've asked many of your teammates this question. It's sort of my theme for this playoff, and the question is tips for growing a great playoff beard.
Don't shave. Probably the start. Yeah, and I would say I think it's an age thing, really. I mean, well, maybe not. I mean, well, yeah, kind of. I mean, Husky's got a great beard, but he's like 40 going on 20, so the guy looks young every time I play with him. He's just buzzing around out there. I'm like, don't you ever get tired? And just doesn't get tired. And then, I mean, Coco's a little older, but he's got a great beard. And I don't know. I would just say don't shave and hope for the best.